Children, and welcome to biology class. Today we'll be doing drugs, smoking and alcohol abuse from the chapter Human Health and Diseases. Okay, the drugs commonly belong to the main three categories, which are the opioids, the cannabinoids and alkaloids. What are they? It is commonly the different types of drugs which are abused by people belong to these three categories. Which are they? They are the opioids, cannabinoids and coca-alkaloids. Okay. Now what are these opioids? From which plant it is obtained and what are its effects? How it affects our body? All these things you'll be knowing now from this chapter. So opioids, they have certain receptors which are present in our central nervous system and our digestive system, gastrointestinal tract. But these opioids, they bind to the specific opioid receptors of the central nervous system and gastrointestinal tract. The examples of them are, opioids are the morphine, heroin, the brown sugar. Okay. Morphine is extracted from the latex. Latex is the secretion of some plants. Okay. Latex of poppy plant. The scientific name of poppy plant is Papaver somniferum. What is that? Papaver somniferum. Okay. Now it is a sedative. It is used as a sedative. It is given to patients. Usually drugs are actually good, which are used in medical treatment, but when they are abused, they are taken in excess dose only, it proves harmful. You know that. Okay, so it is a sedative, children, and it's used as a painkiller and given after surgery and all, after operation and all, it is given to the patients, right? This is the chemical structure of morphine. And heroin, which is commonly called as smack, or it is actually diacetylmorphine. Diacetylmorphine is a white colored, odorless, very bitter and crystalline compound. It is obtained by acetylation of morphine. It's diacetylmorphine, right? Diacetylmorphine. About acetylation of morphine. It is obtained by acetylation of morphine. It is how it is usually taken by people. It is taken by snorting and also as injection, right? So it is used as a depressant. Depressant means it will lower all your activities or body functions. That's what it does. This one, heroin. Okay, so it is a depressant and slows down the body functions. Okay, now the cannabinoid, the second type we are going to see is the cannabinoids. Now these interact with the cannabinoid receptors. So they react with certain receptors which are present in our body. So there are cannabinoid receptors of the brain. They are present in the brain. And they are also usually taken by inhalation and also by oral injection. Do you know from which plant we get cannabinoids? Yeah, it is got from the hemp plant. The hemp plant, which is the inflorescence. This is the inflorescence of the hemp plant, which is Cannabis sativa. What is the scientific name, botanical name? Cannabis sativa. Okay. Now its flowers, that is the inflorescence, its leaves, resins, all are used to produce different products like marijuana, hashish, charas and ganja. These are the different products obtained from these hemp plant. Okay, right. And natural cannabinoids, they affect our cardiovascular system, they affect our heart, actually, our circulatory system. Okay, and they are also used by some sports person to for their aggressiveness, for getting to perform better in their sports, whatever sports they are involved in. Okay. Now the third type is the coca alkaloid or cocaine, which is commonly called as coke or crack. Okay, children. Right. So it is obtained from coca plants. Coca plant, which is botanical name is Erythroxylum coca. What is that? Repeat again. Erythroxylum coca. Okay. Now this one interferes with the transport of our neurotransmitters. Cocaine, what does it do, children, in our body? It interferes with the neurotransmitter. Now what is neurotransmitter? It is from one neuron to the other neuron, and between that, through the synapse, there is transmission of this neurotransmitters, which most common is the dopamine. Okay, so it interferes with the transport of neurotransmitter dopamine. Okay, so it is usually, these cocaines are usually snorted. How do people take it? It is usually snorted. Okay, then it stimulates our central nervous system because it interferes with our neurotransmitters. No, children. So it stimulates our central nervous system, producing euphoria. What is euphoria? Euphoria means expression of what? A very nice feeling. You get a very nice feeling. Happy, you feel happy otherwise. Okay, and increased energy. Excessive dosage of cocaine causes hallucination. So they are also hallucinogens. What do you mean by hallucination, children? That is, you feel like you hear voices and all from inside your body, that you go and jump into the well, or you kill yourself, you suicide, something like that. Okay, so that is what is called as hallucination. Okay, now these are the two plants from which coca is obtained, which is Atropa belladonna and datura. The datura plant and Atropa belladonna. Clear? Okay. Drugs like barbiturates, amphetamines, and benzodiazepines. What are they? Barbiturates, amphetamines, and benzodiazepines, etc., are used as medicines to treat mental illness and depressions and insomnia. Insomnia means sleeplessness. Okay, so these are usually used in medicine to treat these kinds of illnesses, but when they are abused, they result in impairment of physical, physiological and psychological functions. Clear? Now next topic is smoking. Now chewing of tobacco and smoking of tobacco has been in the use since millions of years ago. I mean, over 400 years it seems. It is usually, this tobacco is usually snorted or chewed or used as a snuff. That is through the nose. It is just inhaled, right? It is just smoked, chewed, or used as a snuff. Okay. Now it contains hundreds of chemicals in it, children. Inside this tobacco, hundreds of substances, including mainly nicotine. Right? It's an alkaloid. Now, which stimulates our adrenal glands. How does it affect our body? It will stimulate our adrenal gland. Okay, and releases adrenaline and noradrenaline, causes high blood pressure and heart rate also. It increases, right? It will increase our heart rate and blood pressure and everything. And also it has other side effects like causes cancer of the lungs, cancer of the mouth, or the respiratory tract, throat, emphysema, bronchitis, coronary heart disease, that is, it blocks the heart, and gastric ulcer, etc. Tobacco chewing also causes oral cancer. Oral cancer means cancer of the mouth. Okay. And also children, smoking will increase the carbon monoxide content of the blood. It will increase the carbon monoxide, CO, content in the blood, and it will combine, this carbon monoxide combines with our hemoglobin. It has more affinity to hemoglobin than oxygen, and thereby this hemoglobin cannot combine with oxygen, and thereby that person's body becomes deficient in oxygen. Clear?